November is National Entrepreneurship Month. Wow. Yeah, the White House says it is time to celebrate Americans who create businesses that are really the heart and soul of our communities. And we've been speaking to a diverse group of entrepreneurs this week who really help boost our economy in so many different ways. Aviva Rich joins us today. She is a managing broker for Warehouse Online.
Yeah, Aviva combines her expertise in commercial real estate with the internet, sharing tips and insights with her more than 1.2 million followers on TikTok and Instagram. What are you doing that we are not? Aviva, it seems the real estate game is changing a lot. More people are realizing the benefit of getting into the industry. But you're in commercial real estate. What made you get into that specifically, and why is it working out so well for you?
Sure, thank you. I appreciate y'all having me. I got into commercial real estate because it is my family business, and I have had the distinct privilege of learning this really gate-kept industry by my family. Now, I realized that I could use the internet to open the gates and share the unbelievable knowledge that I was handed from my family to the general public so that they could create legacy and generational wealth through commercial real estate as well.
And I know it's difficult, or there is a difference, first off, between commercial real estate and that world, as well as residential real estate. But it just seems, as someone not in the business, that everybody's a real estate agent these days. Is it more difficult to compete and really set yourself apart in the real estate business with so many people who now get their real estate license, even if it's just a side gig for them?
Oh, you couldn't convince me that it's that competitive if you want to work hard. If you don't want to work hard, yes, it'll be very difficult. But if you're willing to put in the work and take the time to learn and push yourself, anybody can get into the industry. It's very, very opportunistic. And that's what I love to share with folks online.
I'm so curious. How are you such a social media star here in this industry? Commercial real estate doesn't really jump off the page as being something. What are you doing that's attracting all of these followers?
Sure. Well, I will say I had a career in the music industry for years and years. And the thing about the music industry is that as a low-level musician, nobody wants to consume your content. So I posted years and years and years of content that nobody really wanted to look at. I realized then when I stopped the music and started the commercial real estate that if I provided valuable content, that it was valuable to the listener instead of selfish content that was valuable for myself, more people would want to follow me. So my entire strategy has been educational content about commercial real estate, which generally just didn't exist on the internet until probably the last 5 or so years.
Interesting concept. Selfless versus selfish. Wow. I'm amazed that people would gravitate towards that.
Was there a moment for you, because I know you recently launched a podcast called Commercial Real Estate Secrets. Was there a moment for you that you realized that this was taking off? Because there are people who will set out to say, I'm going to be a social media influencer, but it just never takes. For you, what was it like when suddenly you had that moment that people were actually gravitating towards what you were putting out there?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say there was one moment in particular. I think it was more so realizing that in the music industry, there was a high supply of content and a low demand. And when I went into the commercial real estate space, there was a low supply of content and a high demand for the content online. And so really understanding the economics and supply and demand of just my industry is really that moment where I started to understand how to leverage the internet and social media for my business.
Well, you're doing incredible work, and I know a lot of people appreciate you joining us to give your insight on it. Aviva Rich joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.